Question 166, which says human hemoglobin is chemically with optimal function at structure. So we have to select the option which give correct answer for blanks in above statement. So human hemoglobin is chemically a conjugated protein. It is a conjugated protein. Conjugated protein क्या होते हैं? Where a protein is associated with a non-protein component. Protein plus non-protein component. And in case of hemoglobin, globulin protein is associated with heme group. And specifically, hemoglobin is a metalloprotein. Since it has iron and it shows its optimal function when it acquires quaternary structure. Quaternary structure. So the correct answer for this question is option 4. Moving on to our next question. Question 167. Read the given statements. Statement A. For B DNA, the rise per base pair is 3.4 angstrom. This statement is correct. Statement B. For human DNA, if molar concentration of adenine is 30%, then purine content will be 50%. So we are going to calculate this with the help of Chargaff rule. Chargaff's rule क्या कहता है? That the molar concentration of adenine in a DNA is equals to molar concentration of thymine. Similarly, molar concentration of guanine in a DNA molecule is equals to molar concentration cytosine. So adenine here is given 30%. So thymine will be also 30%. So if we calculate the total amount of adenine and thymine in the DNA, then it will be A plus T, which is equals to 60%. DNA में adenine और thymine 60% है, तो guanine और cytosine कितना होगा? बाकी बचा हुआ amount, that is 40%. So G plus C is equals to 40%, which implies that G equals to C equals to 20%. And we have to calculate the purine content of the DNA. Purine is adenine and guanine. So it will be equals to 30% plus 20%, which is given 50%. So statement B is correct. Statement C is saying the first digit of enzyme commission number for enzyme ligase will be 4. You know that enzyme commission issues specific number for different enzyme, and in that number the first digit represents the class of enzyme. And for ligase, the enzyme commission has given number 6, while 4 is for lyase enzyme. So statement C is incorrect here. So among the given statement, A and B is correct, making option 3 as the answer for our question. Let's proceed to our next question. Question 168. Pentose sugar bind with nitrogenous base by bond and with phosphate by bond to form nucleotide. So we have to select the option which gives correct answer for blank in the given statement. So you know that in a nucleotide, a sugar molecule is bound with nitrogenous base as well as the phosphate group. So if we see the structure of a nucleotide, sugar molecule is bound with nitrogenous base by glycosidic bond, and the fifth carbon of the sugar is bound with phosphate group by ester bond. Since the ester bond is found between the phosphate and sugar molecule, we also call it as फॉस्फोएस्टर बॉन्ड. So एक न्यूक्लियोटाइड में जो एक शुगर मॉलिक्यूल है, it binds with nitrogenous base by glycosidic bond and with phosphate group by phosphoester bond. So you should not get confused between phosphoester bond and phosphodiester bond. Phosphodiester bond is formed when two nucleotide molecules are linked. Here you can see in the diagram, the fifth carbon of the sugar molecule is bound with the phosphate group by phosphoester bond. तो ये तो हो गया एक न्यूक्लियोटाइड का स्ट्रक्चर. And when this one nucleotide bind with another nucleotide, so and this phosphate group bind with the third carbon of the sugar of another nucleotide by another phosphoester bond. This is another phosphoester bond, and this is also phosphoester bond. Since there is formation of two phosphoester bond, so that's why the bond between two nucleotides is also known as phosphodiester bond. So we call this linkage as phosphodiester bond. But in the question it is asked about a single nucleotide. So pentose sugar bind with nitrogenous base by glycosidic bond and with phosphate by phosphoester bond, making option 2 as the answer for our question. So let's proceed to our next question. Question 169. Find the correct match. In column 1 they are given different biomolecule, and in column 2 they are given different bonds which are present in the biomolecule. So in protein peptide bonds are present. So A matches with 3. B is carbohydrate. In carbohydrate molecule glycosidic bonds are present. So B matches with 4. C is lipid, and in lipid the glycerol and fatty acid molecule, they are linked by ester bond. So C matches with 1. And D, that is nucleic acid. In nucleic acid, two nucleotides, they are linked by phosphodiester bond. So D matches with 5th. So the correct answer for this question is option 4th. Question 170. Which of the following is a prosthetic group for enzymes peroxidase and catalase that catalyze the breakdown of hydrogen peroxide to water and oxygen? So prosthetic group, you all know that it is a type of cofactor. They are organic molecules which are tightly bound with the APO enzyme. And prosthetic group, they are usually associated with the active side of enzyme. So we have to select the prosthetic group for enzyme peroxidase and catalase that catalyze the breakdown of hydrogen peroxide to water and oxygen. And the prosthetic group for enzymes given in the question is heme, that is option 2. So let's proceed to our next question.